My name is Mensife West. If this is your first time on the channel, you are highly welcome. This is a place where we separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I'll be talking about a very interesting and current topic, which is the topic of the Great Awakening and the great spiritual revolution we are currently experiencing, and how to contribute to it, how to make it a concrete reality, and how to do your bits, your 2 bits, to make this happen quickly. If you look at the world today, if you turn on the news, if you follow current world politics a lot, you will discover that there seems to be like two kind of worldview. It's like we are stepping into a kind of new Cold War, a war of ideologies. There are some people that want the world to stay the same, that don't want things to change. And there are some people that are trying to asking or moving towards more collaboration, more opportunities, or equal representation. Let me just be clear, let me be blunt. If you look at America, NATO, these so-called Western countries, these agents of colonization, they want to make sure that everybody is in a box. They want to control the world. They want to control the destiny of people. They want people to be under their complete control. They want people to be under them. They don't want any nation to grow. They want to dictate your development, your growth. In fact, they want to make sure that they enslave the whole world. America is the #1 nation that is doing this. You can see the way they are treating people with their dollar. This dollar we are using. They want the whole world to have the so-called dollar standard, so that when you don't do what they want to do, they sanction you. They restrict the flow of their money, and they put you in problem. They are using this money to manipulate other countries, to put people in debt, to put people in problem, to make life difficult, and they have succeeded in doing that for the last more than 50 years. This is a major problem. And if you look at the dollar clearly, you find out that it is not even backed by anything. It is not backed by gold. It is not backed by natural resources. It is just a piece of paper. The only thing the dollar have is trust. People use it a lot. People believe that it's a means of settlement. Apart from this trust, this faith people have in this piece of paper that we are using today, it has no value. It is not backed by anything. Do you understand it? Even Bitcoin seems to have more value than the dollar, because Bitcoin can no more be minted, and the dollar is unlimited. They can decide to print as much as possible. Anytime they need money, they just go to the Federal Reserve and print money into circulation. It does not end. This is not this kind of economic is like what we call financial alchemy, hocus pocus. This is the financial system America is using to control the world. Okay, it's like smokes and mirrors, but a lot of people don't know this. If you see what America and NATO is doing today, they don't want any other nation to rise. You see them attacking China, you see them attacking Russia, you see them deliberately putting their feet on the necks of Africans. They don't want Africa to ever rise. You see what is happening today. This has brought a lot of nations, even in Asia, together. They have now formed what they call BRICS. BRICS countries, BRIC plus. These are a group of countries that are tired of this oppression. They are tired of this unfair treatment. They are tired of Washington breathing down their necks, trying to enslave them. They want to be free. And this has led to this multipolar philosophy, or multipolar movements in the world today. People want greater expression. People want to live better life. They don't just want to be looking at other people. People want the best for themselves. So we see that there's these two ideologies fighting. And when you look deep, you will find out that the people that have been running things for the last 200 years to 400 years, they are not really good people. They don't have the interests of the world at heart. In fact, the whole aim of these people is to destroy every other nation, and not only every other nation, they have nothing good for the long-term future of these planets. It is all about capitalism. It is all about stealing the natural resources of this world and making a few people rich and turning everybody or the world into a place of dilapidation. This is not the way forward. If people are saying this kind of things, it will look like maybe I am hating America, I'm hating NATO. This is what they are doing. This is not it. This is what is happening in the world right now. Everybody that have common sense, we know that capitalism is unsustainable. We know that this kind of trade that they are doing with other countries is an imbalance, and we need to change. We need to stop this kind of practice. So this has led to a lot of wars, a lot of people that are hungry, a lot of people that are unhappy, a lot of people have died. If you check since the inception of even before America, since the inception of white people, ever since they kicked out the Moors from Europe, if you know what happened in 711 AD, how the black African Moors from Northern Africa went into Europe to civilize Europe, how they were there for about 800 years before they were kicked out by the Vigoth Christians and the Catholic Church Boniface IV. Since that time that these people came into kind of world domination, or they came into power, let me just put it, there have been a steady decline and destruction of every kind of indigenous spiritual system, indigenous philosophy of egalitarian or mutual development and cooperation. What these Caucasian people from Europe have been able to do is that they have been able to make sure that they demonize and reduce every other aspect of spiritual ideology or alternative view on how to move forward in life. They have reduced it to nothing of value. So people are quite naturally enslaved with this kind of mentality that they are having upon the world today. So what we have now is a kind of rebellion. It's a physical and spiritual rebellion that is going on. People want change. People want to have more freedom of expression. People they just want to live. They just want to live. They are tired. They are tired of unfair treatment. They are tired of racism. They are tired of people coming to their land to steal their natural resources, and they are getting nothing for it. And yet, this is the same white people coming in the form of United Nations, World Health Organizations, UNICEF. All they do is to claim that they are helping the world, they are moving forward, they are doing things for people, they are giving aid to people. But the people are still dying. There's still a lot of people suffering in Africa. People are dying every day in their millions. But somehow, this Western nation seems to have a lot of money to be funding wars, endless wars. Anybody that is kind of resisting their rule or their orientation and have some natural resources in the country, they'll regard this as an enemy, and then they are going to find an excuse to invade that country and say they are bringing democracy to that country. They have been doing this for a long time. If you look in right from time, they have did this to Uganda, they have done this to Congo, they have done this to even Nigeria, they have did this to El Salvador, Mexico, Peru, Iraq, Iran, Libya, Syria, Afghanistan. Do I need to mention more? They are trying to bring democracy. This democracy that they're saying that is the solution to the world problems. Is it actually something that is useful? If you look this democracy properly, It is a tool that Western people use to create a sort of indirect rule in a country, whereby they will sponsor or support candidates that they know are very, very corrupt, that they know that they will not stand for the support of their people. They are going to bring this kind of leaders. They are going to do everything to make sure that they come into power. And then they will say they are democratically elected. Then these people will be making policies that are unfavorable to their general population. In other words, they will be allowing this Western government to be stealing the natural resources while their own people are suffering. This is same as neo-colonialism. This is the same thing that Thomas Sankara fought, Kwame Nkrumah fought against, even Nelson Mandela, Frank Franson of Angola. This is Africa have not actually been free. We say we're practicing democracy in Africa. Look at Africa is poor. They gave us religion. Now we call ourselves Muslims and Christians. They gave us democracy. We are not still moving forward. And they claim all these things will bring development to us. So what is really the problem? If these things are actually working, do you think they will give it to us? Democracy does not work because it does not reflect the real interests of the people that are supposed to be there. Democracy has never worked in Nigeria. Let me just tell you the truth. It has never worked. All the time we have voted, the person that people always vote for, they always rig the election to put the illegitimate person in power. It does not work, to speak the truth. So for those Africans that are thinking that that have never been to Africa before, that are thinking that the democracy in Africa is the same with the Western world, it is not the same. Okay? It does not work here because it's not designed to work for Africa. This is the reason why you see all these recent coups happening, because people are tired, people want change, and they are finding out that they can never get this change through the ballot box. It is impossible. It does not happen in Africa. So the only way is by force, because these leaders that they are having is forced on them. For you to remove illegitimate leaders, you must have to use force. There's no negotiation with these people. These people did not get there by free and fair election. They get there by manipulation. So we don't have democracy in Africa. Okay, we don't have it. So what we need is true change. True change will only come by us kicking at these Western policies and being there. It doesn't matter how the leader gets there, but what matters is that the interest of the people comes first in the heart of that leader. I don't care if the leader is a dictator. They say Gaddafi was a dictator, but Gaddafi was the best and has been the best president that have ever came out of Africa. What Gaddafi did in his country and what he was planning to do to move Africa out of Western dominance is why they killed him. Gaddafi was never a dictator. They say he has been there for so long years. What about the Cameroon president that have been there for more than 44 years? No Western media has complained about this man. Cameroon president have been there for more than 44 years. You don't see them complain about it on CNN. You don't see them complain about it on BBC, on Al Jazeera. They totally ignore this man because he has allowed this country to be a farm for full and complete exploitation by France. As far as you allow your country resources to be owned by Europe and America and France, they don't complain. You are not a dictator. Immediately you start clamoring for ownership of your own resources, that is when you become a dictator to them. So this is unfair. These so-called white people that are claiming they know they came to civilize us, they have no iota of civilization in them. When I tell you that white people are thieves, they are naturally thieves. The Caucasians, they came from nothing. These are people that came out of caves where they were eating bones, eating cannibalism. They eat themselves, especially in winter. People that came from nothing find their ways themselves into power. They're not saying they want to civilize you. You that have been sitting on a land of surplus all your life. What do you think you can expect from somebody like you? From somebody like them, sorry. What they are interested in is stealing you blind and killing you and taking over your resources. This is their sole aim. No matter how they pretend to smile, to talk soft, Their agenda is to eliminate you and steal everything that belongs to you. So everything they give to you is a Trojan horse. This democracy is one of their biggest Trojan horse. This religion, this God business of selling Jesus to you is another serious Trojan horse. They know what they are doing to us. They are fully aware. And if you see, they are always attacking people that are rejecting these policies. They're always attacking China. China have totally rejected their religion, rejected this, their Greek gift. China is now moving forward. They're always attacking China as bad people. Russia have rejected this totally too. They're also attacking Russia. Now they are staging a war to destroy Russia. They are claiming it's Ukraine that is fighting Russia, when we know that it is the old Western nations that are fighting Russia, hiding behind Ukraine. We are seeing this war, we are witnessing it. You see this Ojuju, these evil spirits, this demon, this malignant creature coming to you as a peaceful person, but what is in their heart is total evil. You don't play with your enemies. You don't tolerate your enemies. I have talked on this channel about spiritual attack. This spiritual attack that they have been putting on the world, claiming they are helping us, but they are the ones sucking us blind. They are the ones responsible for all our problems. We have to find a way to stand against it. And people have been are tired of this. We are not seeing through the marks to see the real enemy. Now people want to change. Everybody, if you look the Middle East, you look Africa, people have not seen the real enemy. They have seen the face of the enemy. The format have been exposed. Now people want change. Now we have the Great Awakening. We have come to realize that our leaders are puppets. They can do nothing for us, and they are there to serve Western interests. The so-called ECOWAS, Economic Community of West African States, is just a puppet tool to put us in bondage. The so-called Central Africa Community and even African Union. These are things that they set up that we are moving forward. Since African Union set up, they claim single passport, single currency, flight without borders, freedom of movement. All these policies that they have listed will never happen, because they are being controlled by Western governments. So if you put your faith on these so-called communities, you are dead. For the next 50 years, these Western people are going to make sure that we don't achieve any of this goal. That's why we have not been able to achieve any of this goal for the last 50 years. Whether you change the name for Organization of African Union to AU, we cannot achieve any of this goal. Interflight among African countries is even more expensive than going out of Africa. You cannot move freely. You cannot do business freely. You cannot even have a single currency. We cannot, they don't let us do all these things. Even healthcare, even to have a manufacturing sector, we don't even have this. We always have to buy everything. Do you think it's all this by accident? Look at a country like Nigeria, the largest country in Africa. We are not a manufacturing country. The only thing that we are doing is just to pump oil out of ground. So if we don't have this oil on the ground before, how are we going to survive? This is the only thing we are using. All our manufacturing base, all the factories we have been building, everything is now moribund. We have 4 government refineries. No single one has been working for the last 20 years. And we have a lot of money. We have one of the largest steel companies in Africa. It is not working. We have 2. They are not working. Everything to enable our manufacturing base is totally dead. Everything set up by the government is dead. It's only private factories that is working. You will see that there's this system that our so-called leaders, what they do is to make sure that they destroy the country. They will set up something, it does not work. Only private refineries, private companies that are actually moving, the private sector is actually moving the country forward. Our government is totally dead. This is not by accident. I'm telling people that even Nigeria is almost ripe for a coup, because we are under siege in this country. A country that does not have power supply, country that don't have security, country that is not a manufacturing base. People that are trying to do business, they are totally frustrated. We don't even have an airline, ordinary airline, Nigeria airline for how many years? We don't have. Can you imagine? Is this not a shame? Everything that government is supposed to do for people, government do not do it for people. This is how majority of African countries is. It's only private sectors that are trying, and even those people are struggling. They get seriously frustrated. When you have this kind of situation, how can development come to Africa? For development to come, these leaders, these evil leaders, they must go either by force or by whip. They have to go because we know they are not working for our interests. This is the same thing you see in Niger, whereby they are supplying the Western world with almost all the uraniums that they are in their land. And yet there's no single uranium manufacturing company. There's no single uranium power plant in Niger. People are eating sand in Niger. You think they are happy? Nothing is in that country. Nothing. Then you see only one man and his family and a few people are living large. Why would there not be a coup? Now they did coup. You are saying that they have to resort to democracy. What sort of democracy is that? Can people eat democracy? Democracy now food. Rubbish democracy. You see what is happening to Africa? It's very, very painful. You see the same thing replicating itself in Gabon, Sierra Leone, Ghana, even Nigeria. We're saying democracy. Look at our last election this year. How people voted, how there was so much violence. People were killed. Even policemen were rigging election in Nigeria. Even the so-called INEC was responsible for rigging the election. You see this kind of nonsense happening in our country. And you call this democracy? A president that have a criminal record in America, a president that have a criminal record of drug trafficking, a president that does not have one authentic academic certificate from primary school, secondary school, university, none of them is authentic. A president who does not know his real age, a president that is a dual citizen that is not supposed by right to even contest election, a president that have a lot of issues surrounding him, that is suffering, that is sick, that is wearing diapers, peeing on himself. Is this democracy? People that everybody vote for, they say that person did not win. A president that did not even win 25% of the capital city. Did you call that democracy? And yet you see all the Western people, they kept quiet because they want to use this man to continue to destroy the country. This is not democracy. This is not democracy. This is the kind of things we have in Africa. So why won't there be a coup? Why will people not fight? Why will people not stand up? Why will people not risk it all? Why will people not complain when it's unfair? This is Africa for you. For those people that are thinking that African countries are doing the wrong thing, everybody is tired. Everybody is, even me myself, I am tired of seeing this kind of things happen again and again and again. We cannot support evil. We cannot support it. We must speak. We must talk. We must reject it. This is part of what we need to do. And this is the great awakening. So, for people that are saying that coup is bad and this and that, you should expect more coups. Because we are not seeing the end of it. A lot of people are tired. If these leaders don't change, there will be more, because there will be more resistance. And it's a natural way to go. The way people are resisting in Africa, people are also resisting in America. People are resisting in Asia. You look all over the world, these changes is happening. This is a great awakening. People are now awake. We are living in the age of the Aquarius age, the digital technology age. This is the digital tech generation. Z generation, how did they call it? People now can monitor events real time. It is not by before where government have full control of social media, full control of the newspaper, the mass media. It's not like that. Everybody have power now. The internet has brought everybody together. As I'm talking now, people are reaching people all over the world. When something happens, you can film it, you can stream it. People will see it. You don't need any story. People will see and make their decision. People are actually seeing what is happening. You don't need to play oracle. People know what is happening and people want change. And if this change is not coming, people will do whatever they can to get the change. Any way possible, it will happen. It's just a matter of time. So for us that are in the spiritual paths, I see this as a good thing, because I believe enough is enough, and spirituality should be all about fairness. Nobody should be a slave to anybody. Any spiritual system that is saying that some people are superior while others are inferior, some people are the children of God, some people are third-class citizens. Any spiritual doctrine that is saying that some set of people is as sinners or responsible for sin, all those kind of mentality should be wiped out. All this old toxic spirituality, people that have this mentality that feel that they are born to rule, they are born to control other people's destiny, they are born to steal other people's resources, it should stop. Okay, so I support anything that will bring change, that will bring development, that will bring freedom. Quite naturally, I am a lover of truth, so I will not support bad thing, I will not stand for lie, I will not support hypocrisy, I support fairness. So I'm okay with anything that will move us forward. As far as it will move us forward, I stand with it. We are tired, and there are things we can do by ourselves to move forward. As a spiritual person practicing African spirituality, there are things we do. Quite naturally, you stand for the truth, you live your truth, you speak your truth, and you do your rights. African spirituality is the understanding or the way African people interact with the invisible world, or their own perspective and view of nature with respect to their African origin and heritage. So what we need to do is by connecting ourselves to the earth in our own African way. As organic people, Aboriginal people, we have the strongest connection to this planet than any other race. We have the strongest and the most authentic original connection. So when we connect back to the planet in this authentic form, we are actually healing ourselves, healing the planet, and restoring life to this planet. We are connected in the way that we need to synchronize to live in harmony with each other. It is a give and take relationship. This is what you need to know. It is something that is natural. You cannot steal it. You cannot copy it. If a whitewashed person go and do the same thing, it will not work, because they are not naturally connected. It will not work for them the way it will work for you. When you do your rituals, you do your rites as an African person, it works faster and it works stronger, because you are the right fit for that very thing you are doing. So we stand to bring this collective consciousness to our people. We need to be stronger in our spiritual practice. When we do our libations, we do our offerings, we are actually bridging a stronger connection. And we should do this often. You do this often by doing your spells or your rites in natural environments. By you doing this, you are actually pushing your intentions, your will, your dreams, your aspirations into the universe. And that is going to resonate into the universe, and it's going to reach out to all collective minds that are connected to you. It can be in your family tree, it can be in other people's family tree. Everybody that resonates with your mentality, that spell, that intention that you push at is going to get to them. And it's going to work for them, and it's going to wake them up, and it's going to trigger them. So by you actively doing your rites, you are actually waking the planet, you're actually waking the consciousness of this planet, of other people that you are connected to by blood. We have different spirit family. A lot of us have been scattered. As I'm here now, some of my families, they are in America, they are in different places. We don't even know each other anymore due to the disruption of the transatlantic slave trade. But we are still connected by blood and by spirits. By me practicing my spirituality, by me actually doing my rites, I am actually calling out to them in the spirits, giving offering, giving water, giving food to my spirit family. I am actually nourishing their spirits as well. We are connected by spirit. So you need to go deeper into your rites. These rites we do, they are not just for us. They are for our spirit family that we are connected to by blood and by spirits. So when we do these things, when we push our intentions, we say these prayers for prosperity, for awakening, we're actually doing it for them. So those ones that are in other places of the world, they're trapped in Christianity, they're trapped in whatever religion, whatever bondage in prison, they will get the benefit of these rights. Okay? So don't think that your rights are not powerful. They are very powerful, they are very, very far-reaching. As far as you do it well with pure intentions, all your spirit family that are connected to you in all over the world, even the world beyond, they are going to benefit from it. The ones that are trapped, the ones that are in different places, they will get it. So you need to be doing these rights more often. It also helps to bring the consciousness, to bring the awareness, and this revolution faster. This awakening is going to wake them up. So don't think that your rights are not powerful. Okay? Don't think that it's not powerful. It's powerful, especially when you do them well. This is why we should be strong in our spirituality. This is the main reason why these Western winches, they are doing everything to cut us off from our spirituality because of the power inside. If we don't have power, they will not do everything to brainwash us, to rewrite our history, to say that it's evil, to push religion to us wholesale. The essence is to cut you off so that you don't connect organically to the planet. You don't do your spiritual right. You are a non-entity. So when you don't do anything, it's when you don't work. One day I got a visit from a spirit. I told the spirit many things. I said I need power. I was having a lot of issues. I said, how can I be able to be working for people and also be working for myself? I said, I need to grow too. I need money too. I want to be prosperous. I see people living good life. I mean, I want good life too. I want to have big house, big cars, and everything good. You think I don't like better thing? I like better thing too. How often they do all these things? She told me that I should not think like that. Say it will only, things will not do. As far as if I didn't do anything, it will not work. But if I do something, it must work. So I have to make sure that I take every right seriously. I take every right like it is very, very important. I should not say, okay, I've done this 100 times and I don't need to do it anymore. I'll just be now doing it lackadaisically because it is now normal. No, I should go through the same process. I should make sure that I put my heart, my soul into each right. I should make sure I give it full attention. It will only not work when I don't do anything. But if I do the right, I follow the process, I make the pronouncements, it must work. Okay? And it will work the way it wants to work. Not most times, not the way I think it will work. It works the way the spirits wills it, or the way the universe wills it to work. Sometimes the way the right works, it even surprises me. I will just think that, whoa, this thing that just like that, it even shocks me. It'll be shocking you. It's something like that. You always get amazed. The way these things happen is unpredictable. You cannot really pinpoint or say it's going to go this way. But you must do something. So don't think that your rights do not work. We have different things we do. When you do especially you do these rights in nature, you do these rights in a place of nexus of power, like in a 3 or 4 road junction. These are very powerful gateways. When you do this in certain rites, in ancestral lands, sacred lands, you do it in certain places, even in the spirit world, cemetery, or you do this in the water, especially in the river. When you do your river rite, you program your offering and you push it into the water. These are very powerful rites that push your desire, your will, your wish for freedom, for liberation. It pushes it into the universe. It goes into all the souls that are in the water. It goes into the earth. It resonates with everybody that have the same inclination and orientation with you. And those ones that are also sleeping, it reaches out to all of them. So these are very powerful, right? You think you're just doing simple thing. It is not that simple. It's far-reaching. So we need to be doing this often, as regularly as possible. So I encourage people, at least do 2 major rites in nature twice a month. Do one water rite, do one earth rite, do one water rite, do one earth rite. This your desire for freedom for your people. You need to be pushing it into the universe. Okay, it's not by carrying gun, by carrying black cards. This is simple thing that you can do for yourself, by yourself, that will reach out to your spirit family. Okay, it will help to solve many problems. Now you're going to see, sometimes you see some spiritualists will come, they will say, let's come together to do group rites for spiritual liberation. People do it, but I have my reasons for not doing it. A lot of people have contacted me in the past that they want me to be a member of the organization, so we can be doing powerful rites that will bring this liberation, prosperity to black people. Why I don't really want to do this rites? First of all, when you come with a group like this, some kind of people, they don't have good intention. They can try to sabotage the rites, or they want to get close to you to know how you're doing your thing so that they can come into you to come and attack you spiritually. I don't do that. I would say, okay, let's do our rites. We do it individually. We don't need to come in a group. If you say you want to come in a group, it has to be a tight-knit, close group. I don't want somebody infiltrating the group and poisoning the rites or hijacking the power of the rite and use it negatively. People do all this, can do all these things. So I don't want that. So most times for me, I walk alone. I don't like doing these things. Somebody will just contact you that you're a spiritualist, they say they want us to do group rite. I don't really do that. I don't even like it. I don't contact other spiritualists to ask for group rites. I don't know why. If you trust yourself, you believe in yourself, you really don't need to do that. It's the way you don't trust yourself that your right is strong enough that you'll be asking people, let's do group rites together to push our will into the universe. It's a good thing if you people are in a sect, in a cult, in a certain spiritual house, you are in a certain spiritual society, you can do group rituals. It's okay. It's okay to do it. If I see those kind of people, sometimes I support them, sometimes I will do it with them if I'm invited. But me, I don't want a total stranger contacting me that I don't know anything about you. The next thing you say that we should do group rite together. Does not go well with. I need to know you first before I do a group rite with you. Okay? I actually want to know people. I like to know people a little bit. So some people have contacted me like this. It did not go well with me. I didn't like. It's not I didn't like the people, but it not move me. It didn't come from my spirit. My spirit did not move with it. It didn't flow. That's why I did not follow up. If we can still do the group right, do your own right for liberation. You do your own, I do my own, the next person do your own, it will still work. Okay, I do my own most times and I see it working. When I look at the world today, part of the things happening, if I want to brag, I'll say it's part of the rights I've been doing. This is deep down, so my deepest wishes in my heart of hearts. I want Africa to be liberated. I want my people to move forward. I want equality. I want fairness. This is what is in my soul. So quite naturally, any right that anybody is doing for the same thing, naturally, I'm already in support of it. Because I already resonate with it quite naturally. So I don't see why I need to come and meet you. Then we need to sit together and do something. Do your own, make I do my own, I beg. Before I go say I want to do this kind of thing, I have done a lot of group right in the past, and I've seen the effects of it. I really need to know people well before I even do a joint right with you. I must know you well. I don't study you. I don't see you. Not somebody just come from nowhere. They just asking me that we should do this together when I don't know anything about you. No, I don't do it, please. I believe in myself that my right will work. I will go to the river, carry my things. I do my rights, do one with full heart, with full power, full confidence, and I walk away. You too can do the same thing. If all of us are doing like this, if we can get enough of people to be doing these rights, Africa will move forward. If we can get like 100 or 200 or 500 people doing this rights into the universe every month, doing water right every month for liberation, we're going to wake enough of our spiritual family. This is what I am here for, teaching people how to do all these things so you can do it by yourself. If we can get 500 spiritualists at least doing rites every month for liberation, it will reach out even those ones that are in Christian, their eye go open, they go throw away the Bible, they go start thinking well, we go wake all of them up, set the captives free, those dry bones that will rise again, go bring them online. We can do this, okay? So it's not by coming together, say, oh, we should do. If we not come together, I not go work. Those people that came, that disturb my spirit not work. Because I've seen some organizations, I see some evil people have already planted themselves there. That they say they want to work together, that they'll be sabotaging the thing you are doing, sabotaging them. Through there, they will be attacking you inside the right again. They will to bring you down. And I say, no, I do not do this. I work alone. Please don't be offended. I work alone for now. Okay, I don't just see any total stranger, then I will start doing it. I will tell you the right to go and do it. I tell some of them, this is what you need to do. You can do this by yourself. I don't need to come into your organization. I don't need to do it with you. I don't need to do it with you at a particular time. Gather your people, go and do it by yourself. All of us be doing our things. We could still move forward. So I'm a bit wary of doing group rights with people I don't know. This is my own policy, based on my own experience. Okay, so we can do these rights. As far as we continue to do them, our people will continue to wake up, and there will be changes. The changes are not going to be the way you want it to be, quite naturally. You are not going to plan the changes. It's not going to be pretty. Okay, so you have to be prepared, but change must come. Anyhow the ancestors want to bring it, as far as it will bring liberation, it will bring freedom to us, make it come. If somebody go fall, make them fall. Who won't go. Anybody wey say no one come out there, they go come out am. Say no one stand up, make it enter ground. As far as we move forward, any obstacle, any bottleneck, any enemy of progress, any caterpillar, we need to stand up. We need to be doing our rights. So what I will tell you guys, try to be doing at least 2 rights every month. Do 1 water right. If you can do it once a week, it's fine, but at least do 1 a month, then do 1 3-road junction rights a month too, for the liberation for our people. We do this for our spirit family, wherever they are, any part of the world. We do it for them. Those ones that cannot do it by themselves, we do it. We do the right. We have to be doing it for them. Those that are tied down in religion, we do it for them. Many of them are tied in religion, so we have to be doing the right for them. We buy the food, we give it to the spirit, to the ancestors. We say this is for our spirit family, wherever they are. We wake them up, we wish them well, we bring them back, we connect them back to Africa. We're giving this offering for them. Simple. Do it for your spirit family. Then we wake up. By the time you do 1, 2, 3 times, you will be surprised that those people that will just start clicking. Okay, it happens naturally. We are all connected. So we can use this this great awakening, this spiritual revolution. We bring it to manifestation by these simple things that we need to do. Okay, you don't need to worry about anything. We're already organically connected to the earth. Those other fake whitewash people, many of them also do this group rights too. They do this rise of evil to put down the consciousness. There's this thing they call Bohemian Groove, that they go every year in America to do rituals to some Moloch or some evil deity, to tie the spirituality of the earth, so that people will not wake up spiritually. They do this rites. They do some of them in Israel. They do some in Saudi Arabia. These are rites they do to tie down your spirituality, to tie down your brain, to tie down our destiny, so that we will not wake up. They do rituals. They do this in the Catholic Church to tie down people's spirituality. They give them witchcraft to shop. When you see people actually doing things to destroy their own people, to make sure that their own people are not connected, to destroy their own African spirituality, to deaden, to turn people into zombies. They do group rights, so you should be doing your own. They do this to tie people down. They are tying you down, tying your people down. You should do rights to release your own people too. Now, war, the thing at war, spirituality is not easy. When you don't enter inside, you can't say na war with the fight for year. Not be peaceful, practice like that too. The revolution is not palatable. It's like the Matrix. When people see you, they think you're going well. Deep down, you're inside your battleship, wearing your rag and doing your work 24 hours. So work day, for those people that are coming in, work day inside too, so you should be prepared. This thing is not for everybody. It's not in Kansas City, okay? There's real spiritual warfare going on. So you can join in by doing this. You don't need to be part of any organization. You can do this by yourself. You don't need to send anybody money. You just do your thing by yourself and believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You have to see yourself succeeding. You cannot change the world, but if you change yourself, your world will change. It's as simple as that. So you need to have this, you need to know this heart to the struggle, join the struggle, join the spiritual revolution, join the great awakening, speak truth, stand your ground. Now we see the evil people, they are coming out. We know the people now causing problem in the world. We see them for television every day. Everything is now open in the smoke screen, don't come out. We know who be our enemies now. You see them, them call themselves presidents. You see Macron, Joe Biden, you know who they are working for. You see NATO. These are the people who no one let you grow. Now they no one let you move forward. You see them every day. You see the pastors, you see the evil people. The mask is off. You see everything now. Your eye don't open. So what are you doing about it? Are you doing nothing or are you doing something? You need to take side in this war. Okay? You need to take sides. When your children ask you, or you die later, what do you do? You say all these things. What did you do? Which part did you play? You say, no, I just look everything. You need to take side. Though. The time of say, man, not they don't pass. You must choose who you are working for. It is clear, even in African spirituality, you see the evil practitioners, the fake people, they are there too. Saying they practice in African spirituality, and witchcraft and wickedness that they practice. Everything is open now. Everything is open. So you have to take sides and start doing your work. Join the fight. Join the struggle. Okay? Join the good side. Join the winning team. And make a difference in your life. Make a difference in your generation. Okay? Do something. Okay? As far as you do something, it will change. If you don't do anything, so nothing will happen. You must do something. You must be seen to be doing something. Do your rights. Even in a candle you get, use them. Even a water you get, use them. Anything, use them. Do your prayers, do your incantations. Push it into the universe. Okay? Push it into the universe. Do something. Do something. Do something today. Start doing something today spiritually. Wake up your spiritual family. Okay? Give them food. Give them water to drink. The things where they say make you not do. Say there be demons, make you not talk to them, make you not do anything so that they could just die. Now lie. Now those people now be the demons. They don't want you to wake up your spiritual family. That's why they tell all these lies since morning. That's why they cut you off since morning. Best way like you not go deceive you. Best way like you not go hide your history from you. Best way like you not go say make you not get food shop. Not go do road for you. Not go give you job. Not go make sure that your country not develop. Then only Bible they will give you. Then everything will make your country develop, they will destroy them. That not the attitude of somebody will like you. Okay? That is not the attitude of somebody that loves you. So stand against these people now. Connect back to your authentic spirituality. Start doing your rights. Wake up your spiritual family today. And take over your territory and start living your life. Okay? So this is what I have for you today. Tokyo Shani, I thank you. Usagi, welcome. I'm very delighted to see you guys today. And it's a wonderful time we are living in. This is the best time for me, the best time to witness all these changes happening in the world. It's so wonderful. And we have to take part. We have to seize power now. This is our time. Okay? We have the capacity. We have the resources. And we have the liberty. And nobody can stop us. No cockroach can stop us. We see them now. So please stand your ground and we will win this war. we go win. It's just a matter of time. Our generation will be better off than these people. So know your enemies, know your friends, and enjoy yourself. Live your life. Okay, we will succeed. So this is what I have for you today. Questions or comments are welcome. Please like and share this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell close to the subscribe button so you'll be the first to get my videos and write-ups as soon as I kick them out. And if you want to learn African spirituality, this is the one-stop shop. If you want to learn, now here be the place. I still dey talk am. I have looked many other places apart from some organizations in America. When you come to Africa, you come to Nigeria, I never see anybody where they teach this thing the way I dey teach them. I never see them. Now my channel is still be the best place where you go learn this thing without any stress, and it is not expensive. Yeah, I will charge you for now. It's just $600. Other people are charging 5,000. They will initiate you into stupidity and nothingness, into enslavement. They will not teach you anything. Yeah, I teach a lot of stuff. I explain it. I practice Kushite schematic spirituality. Yeah, common sense spirituality. Yeah, we dey study, we dey learn, we dey know things for this channel. This is not the best place to learn. And if you want to learn African spirituality, this is the best place to learn it. So please register for my program, get this knowledge, not waste your time, and start moving forward. Okay, I've seen what most of these our traditionalists they do. They need to try at all. Superstitions and witchcraft, don't take many of them over. I go talk am. So if you dey somewhere where they tell you to they try to micromanage your spirituality, just know saying at the wrong place you dey. So please open your eye, shine your eye. Don't allow anybody to be deceiving you, to tell you that there is one special thing somewhere, that there's one right, that we spirituality in a war. You need to be ready to fight. Okay, don't let anybody to tell you to give you some money, your life will change overnight. Look the life of that person. Is the person what they say they have? Anybody that is trying to enslave you, to manipulate you, shine your eye way. Okay, please check those people, check my website, check my channel. You will see difference. Register for my program now. The earlier the better. Make we start to spearhead this spiritual revolution. Learn this stuff, start doing your stuff, teach it to your children, teach it to the next generation, and join hands, we move forward. So please register for my program. It is not expensive. If you want to do your spell work, exes, packs, tarot, oracle readings, I still do it here. If you want to read my book on quantum physics, African spirituality, it is still here for those undercover Christians that are hiding here, those peeping Thomas. I get material for you, common sense material, so that you're not going to mumu yourself again. Everything there here, they wait you. So we go see the talk, the matter in the hands. So apart from that, I thank you very much. And as we march towards our liberation and our enlightenment, we will continue to march in strength and glory. And nobody go fit stop us. No white maggot, no have to, no winch, no dirty Bible hugger, no mumu dede Christian. Nothing will stop us. Our time don't reach. Okay, Ogoro must jump. You know, get they want to one. So apart from that, I thank you guys very much, and I will continue to see you now in the subsequent videos. When I go see me, when I go tire for me, and then they go anywhere. So until then, take care and bye. Peace. Now what?